Hello, friends. It's my second stream today, and despite Russian titles in the beginning, it will be in English. It will be with Inna Vernikov because she's not running in Russia. She's running in New York. She's running in New York. Hello, Inna. How are you?
Hi, good to be with you again, as always.
We share common Russian speaking heritage. We are both Jews. My lineage is from Ukraine, and via Tashkent, Uzbekistan, I turned up in Brooklyn, New York. And you are from Ukraine proper, from Chernivtsi, right?
Correct.
So tell us what's happening. You run uncontested on behalf of Republicans. What happened to American Republicans, like American Republicans? Why are they not trying to compete with you in being more Republican for district?
No, because I'm the best candidate.
That's
They
right.
want to compete with me. Who wants to compete with me?
Yeah, and the best proof who wants to compete with you, I can tell you. Let's talk about this recent attack on you on Facebook. What happened there? Because you are running very proper campaign there.
What's happening is unfortunately something that I was expecting, and that was, afraid that is going to happen. And that is that I'm being shadow banned. My campaign page is being censored, and I'm getting notices saying that my account is going to be disabled. Mm-hmm. So basically on Thursday, I posted a video. I don't know if you could show a screenshot from it.
I have a screenshot of it, and I have it on, say I have this page here, where it's your original post says in the VERNIKOV for NYC, says, help me fight the Democrats and take the seat in the New York City Council by donating to my campaign. Then there is a finger pointing at your email address, inna4nyc.com, and then there is a bunch of hashtags. So you had that posted, right?
And yeah, so I posted this video with that text that you just read. And that video was shadow banned because I posted it in the morning, and by 7 p.m. it had 3 views.
Let me show you the slide that I have here. 3 views. On the left side, you can see 3 views. It's the same video that I showed you above, and it has 4 people liking it. It's me, Inna's campaign manager, and 2 more people that are not showing here because it's a screen grab, not the video.
If anyone goes on my social media, on my Facebook campaign page, they will see that my videos and my photos and my posts get thousands of views, hundreds of likes. It's virtually impossible for me to have 3 views on a video by 7 p.m. if I posted it in the morning. By 7 p.m., it should have at least 1,000 views. So when I reposted the same video on the next day, because that video was eventually removed by the next morning, when I posted it again, it now has 2.6 thousand views, so 2,600 views. So it's impossible for it to have had 3 views. And what happened afterwards was the next day, a friend of mine did an endorsement for me on his Facebook page, and I commented with my website asking people to donate. If you can show that, I think you have that as well. Mm-hmm. And that comment was deleted. I posted it again and it was removed. And I got a notification from Facebook saying that it violates community standards. A comment that I made just asking people to donate and posting the link to my website.
You see there on the right side, it says Monday, April 27. We confirmed your post didn't follow the community standards. Same day, oh, yeah. So that's the whole timeline, yeah, in the different, in the opposite direction, right? April 23rd. What I have here, no, I think you sent me a wrong screen grab.
Yeah, I think take a look at the one that's in June.
Yeah, all right, I got a wrong screen grab. So it's not the first occurrence. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just saw that. Apparently they flagged me in April.
I have a note here from something called Facebook Community, which you and I are part of. There's no specificity what they are observing. Who are they? Who's behind them? It says notification, your account will be disabled, exclamation point. Account Facebook, you have already been reported by others about the abuse of account. This is a violation of our agreement and may result in your account is disabled. Oh, I think it could be a fake rep. You know what? Because the English language is not proper here.
So I ran it by my social media person as well as someone else, and they're saying it's not fake, it's not spam. But we're trying to figure that out. Regardless, my
Yeah,
video was shadow banned and was deleted from
that's a
Facebook.
fact.
And you could see that from going into groups where it was shared. And instead of the video, it says this content is not available. And obviously, we didn't delete it.
And it's interesting that if this is some sort of group that is a self-proclaimed watchdog against the Democrats, especially Democratic and against Republicans and Republican politicians. I said so many times with the word Democrats today. I kind of I'm feeling brainwashed. So the Republicans.
They got to you. They got to you.
Yeah, that's how they do it. You curse at them, you curse at them, you curse at them, and finally you become one of them. No, I'm talking. I'm saying that there are so many rogue groups on Facebook, and the fact that Facebook doesn't take care of them and people like you and myself and so many of our friends who are pro-U.S., who are pro-Republican, who are pro-real Republic of the United States of America. I'm afraid again to say the word democracy. I hope it's understood after all what I just explained. But it's amazing how they do it with full disregard of whatever policies Facebook may have towards them, because they have a free reign on Facebook, and people who speak for the U.S., who post a flag, who post something they disliked, which is absolutely fine in our country, not to like certain groups and be disliked too. It's also a right, and nobody has to kind of obey what they're told to do unless it's by law. So how do you feel now? You feel like in a full campaign mode, in full fighting mode after all this Facebook attack at you?
Well, I always feel in full campaign and fighting mode.
Yeah.
We obviously are waiting to find out who my opponent will be. It's still not clear. One of my opponents is up by about 200 votes. But that can still change. So, with the ranked choice voting and the absentee ballots and the mail-in ballots coming in, it could probably still take another week or two for them to figure out who exactly the opponent will be. But as you know, whoever it will be, I'm ready to take them on. And it's very unfortunate that this is happening on my social media. There might be people reporting me. I'm sure there are. I'm sure that, people are not happy
just
with
for
the fact
fun
that
of
I have.
it, report to Republican,
I mean, I don't know if it's just for the fun of it. I mean, I know that there must be people who are not happy with the fact that I have grown a very large following and that I have a very active social media campaign. I get thousands. My videos get thousands of views.
Yeah, but that's not the reason to report you at all. It's just a fear, and it's just brainless acting out their idiocy.
But this also has been happening to conservative voices for a while now, right? It started before the election, and it's continuing now. And I think when they catch on that there is a Republican, there is a solid Republican candidate with a strong Republican conservative voice, they're afraid of that. It's a threat for them.
I think that as I wrote to you earlier today, like New York Post and every newspaper who's anything in this country or in the world, Daily Mail also. You should make their tips desk. They have tips desk where they accept information from outside. They double check it and they write an article about it, big or small, whatever they can scoop on the subject. You should let them know how it's done in New York. I think you have the best chances with Daily Mail in London, and you have a good chance with the New York Post, because the rest is kind of sweeping everything Republican under the rug. That's how they operate today, unfortunately. So it's them and us versus the Democratic Party and people who do not care much about anything but being just looking good before their stupid friends. Let me ask you something. Am I correct? I wanted to tell you what I think about the ranked choice voting. I think it's because this year we have it because there was only 5 spots available on this ranked choice, and 8 candidates. So they got rid of 3 candidates automatically, the last ones,
Are you
and
talking about the council race, or
yeah, the race that we just had, the primaries. They
are
had
you talking about the
eight
city
mayoral,
council
yeah,
race?
yeah,
Oh, are you talking about the mayoral election?
mayoral
Or
election, yes, and
oh,
the
okay.
Democratic side, because it had nothing to do with the Republicans, because we only had 2 candidates, so it's either or. But there they had 8 candidates, so 3 got rid of, and Andrew Young quit quite unexpectedly. So they have the headliner as Adams, right? And he's kind of, I don't know if it's a real scandal if he lives in New Jersey or not, if he lives in New York or not, but the front runner is easy to get rid of. It's like the highest profile person, so they will do runoffs until they get the person they would like. I mean, I think that they want to actually, the Democrats, they want either Wiley or Garcia, so to have a first woman in New York as a mayor, but they don't
Well,
want
Garcia, yeah, Garcia is third in line right now. I
yeah.
don't know if she has a shot, but yeah, it's between Wiley and Eric Adams.
Hmm.
Wiley is going to be worse than Mayor de Blasio. So we cannot let that happen, but let's just see what's going to happen. Again, it's not clear right now because we still are waiting to see the results of the ranked choice
Hmm.
and the mail-in ballots and the absentee ballots. So
Yeah,
I don't think we can really guess right now.
sure. How can we increase the turnout? Because this year the turnout was dismal.
I have to tell you, we have about 180,000 residents in this district, in our district, in District
Mm-hmm.
48, in the areas of Brighton Beach, Manhattan Beach, Sheepshead Bay, Medwood, the district I'm running for. And for the Democratic primary, we had about 7,500 people who came out to vote. That's an abysmal result
How much
because
again?
you're going to have 7,500, about 7,500 people
75.
who came out. Not counting the mail-in and the absentee ballots.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's the amount of people who came out
Mm-hmm. That many.
to vote in the primaries. So you have 7,500 people who might be deciding the fate of 180,000 people. And then people complain that, oh, we have such a terrible, we have such terrible politicians in place. We have these Democrats who are destroying our city. But if you're not going to go and vote, if you're not going to make your voice heard, you're going to get politicians you don't want. So you cannot complain if you don't actually take the step to go and vote. And it's such an easy thing to do, right? It's, you know, take 10 minutes of your time, stop by the public school that's 2 blocks away from your house, and circle in your candidate, right? But out of 180,000, of only 7,500 people came out to vote. Of course, you're going to get candidates that you don't want to see in office.
Yes, and then we act all surprised and we ask everybody what to do, what to do, what to do, and why don't you give me a straight answer? But the answer actually begins when you vote and when you study and when you go for a candidate that you think makes sense. For too long, this country didn't vote for people who would make sense for the country because they were kind of looking at, oh, a bushy tail, how nice, or bright eyes, oh, different skin color, oh, this and that. But who would make sense for the country? Like this dust up between Tucker Carlson and the congressional hearing being of General Milley. And the conversation was everything but what is good for defense of the United States. That's all the general should be asked about, and this is all she's entrusted to take care of. Everything else, like ideology, politics in army, etc., 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 this is not in his purview. That's not why he's there. In the Vernikov, uh, candidate from the Republican Party, 48th District, Brooklyn. Inna, thank you so very much. Few words in Russian for those who listen to us and think that you should do so, and reach out to them in Russian. Please say a few words, and we'll wrap this webcast on that note.
Sure. Пожалуйста, в ноябре, 2 ноября, идите голосовать за республиканцев. Мое имя будет на ballot. How do you say ballot?
На бюллетене избирательном?
На бюллетень, да. И не забудьте голосовать.
Thank you so much. Спасибо огромное, Инна. Мы сделаем все, чтобы бруклинцы в вашем округе и бруклинцы в целом вышли и проголосовали за республиканцев. Всех, кого они только увидят в этом бюллетене, самых лучших. Кертис Слива за мэра, в мэры, и Инна Верников, наш кандидат в горсовет, 48-й округ Нью-Йорка, Бруклина. Прошу прощения. Пожалуйста. You're always welcome on my program. Sorry about any technical hiccups. We're working on it.
Thank you so much.
Спасибо
If I
всем.
can just leave a
Sure.
link to donate to my campaign.
Yeah, shoot it over to me, and I will post it wherever I post the video, because you cannot, I cannot do it on the video.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you so
Thank
very
you so much for having me.
Sure, anytime. Bye-bye. Дорогие друзья, сегодня вечером будет у меня в гостях Дэвид Старобин. Дэвид Старобин расскажет нам о том, как прошли наши primaries со стороны Инны Верников. Не очень корректно было бы обсуждать в этот момент своих оппонентов с демократской стороны. Ну, такая тактика сейчас у нас. Поэтому Дэвид нам расскажет все, что он знает. 10 часов вечера сегодня. Пожалуйста, приходите. Всего вам доброго.
Thank you.